Cross elasticity of demand, it measures how quantity demanded of one good changes in response to change in the price of other good. Means if the price of, suppose the price of X increases, if the price of good X has increased, so as a result of increase in price of good X, people will obviously substitute to good Y. So because of the change in price of good X, people will buy more of the quantity of good Y. We know that people will substitute to good Y. So what does cross elasticity of demand shows? That because of the change in price of good X, suppose if it is increased or decreased, because of the change in price, what is the change in the quantity demanded? What is the change in the quantity demanded of good Y? Okay, when, if suppose the price has increased, then quantity demanded of good Y will be more. If the price of good X has fallen, quantity demanded for good Y will be less. So there people will substitute, right? If price of good X increase, people will substitute to good Y. There will be a substitution effect. So in that case we know that we can write it as cross elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity of good X due to percentage change in price of good Y. Because of change in the price of good Y, now what is the response to the demand for good X? So, or we can write it X change in price of Y by price of change in quantity demanded of X to quantity demanded of X by change in price of Y to price of Y. So when we look at the cross elasticity of demand, so in cross elasticity of demand for substitute good, in case of substitute goods, the cross elasticity of demand is positive. Remember, the elasticity of demand will always positive, because one good increase, quantity demanded for other good will increase. If price of X will increase, quantity demanded for Y will increase. So there will be a positive relation in case of cross elasticity of demand. In substitute goods, in complementary goods, cross elasticity of demand will be negative. Complementary goods, cross elasticity of demand will be negative. That is, when price of X increase, quantity demand for Y will fall. Because we know what is complementary good, that we use together, that is complement of each other. So when price increase, quantity demand will fall. There will be a negative relation. So that's all for cross elasticity of demand. Thank you.